Tax Minute. This is Tony Novak here to share a few points on saving taxes and staying out of tax trouble. Today's topic is exempt from sales tax. Now, normally, more often than not, we talk about federal taxes. Today, we're talking about sales tax, which is a state tax. In the United States, at least so far, there is no federal sales tax, but you never know what's ahead. But sales tax is perhaps the biggest state tax that many consumers face. And so it's logical to ask when we might be exempt and not have to pay that sales tax. Well, there's two categories that are most commonly exempt. One is nonprofit organizations, particularly 501c3 federal charities. Are usually exempt, not in all states and not under the same rules, but in most cases they are. And in most cases, the organization has to simply file for a state sales tax exemption. That certificate is issued to the organization, the nonprofit, the charity, and they provide that to their vendors, and then they're not charged sales tax when they buy things. The second category is retailers, and there are two steps required to use that exemption. One is that your business has to be registered with a state sales tax certificate so that when you do make a sale that is taxable, you have the account to collect tax and send that to the state. States are very on the ball and adamant about following and collecting those sales tax, and they will knock on your door more often and sooner than you would imagine if they're not getting that sales tax. So the second step, so first you have to register your business to get a sales tax certificate. And the second step, at least in my state of New Jersey, again, every state might be a little bit different, but this is the basic procedure. First step, register, get a state sales tax account. The second step, fill out a form that is meant to be provided to your vendors, people that are selling you stuff, so that they are legally exempt and protected for not selling you sales tax. That form has to include that sales tax account number, your name, address, and your signature verifying that you're buying things for resale and that you will collect the tax when you sell it rather than when you bought it for the last seller. Otherwise, we'd be taxed twice, perhaps on the same items, and that wouldn't be fair. So those are the two ways to get out of paying sales tax when buying things. Questions, comments are welcome. We'd love to hear about your experience with this process. Particularly the first one can be a little bit difficult and lengthy sometimes, but we'd love to hear about your experiences. Or if you want to talk about your situation one-on-one, I'm available. taxproblems.cpa. I'll be back